दृष्टुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्. We have discussed what is inductive effect and the types of inductive effect and characteristics of inductive effect in our last 3 classes. In this class, we are going to discuss the application of inductive effect. In the first class, I told you, in order to explain the mechanism of the organic reactions, we have to take into account the 3 factors: the reactivity induced in the molecule because of displacement of electron, or the cleavage of the covalent bond, and the formation of the reaction intermediates. All these factors we require to explain our mechanism of why this reaction taking place and how this reaction takes place. We can understand the chemistry behind that, and one such factor is we have taken as the inductive effect, where electron displacement of electron cloud take place either away from the carbon or toward the carbon when the carbon atom is bonded to an electron attracting group or electron releasing group respectively. When the carbon atom in a molecule is covalently bonded to a group which is electron attracting group, it causes Manasai effect due to permanent polarization of the electron cloud away from carbon, and such groups are electron attracting groups. The nuclear fuel complex head of is Pune, the nitro group, more electron attracting than fluorine, more electron attracting than the CO group, the compounds having CO group, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, esters, amides, etc. Then come the halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Then comes OH, the hydroxyl group, then phenyl group. So they cause, this is the order of electron attracting power. And now comes when the carbon atom is bonded to an electron releasing group, the electron cloud constituting the covalent bond between them is permanently polarized towards the carbon. As a result, carbon develops a delta negative charge, or in other words, you can electron negative density increases at the carbon atom. It becomes a reactive spot. It becomes a reactive spot in the molecule, and such creates a plus I effect. The groups are, alkyl groups are electron releasing, hence tertiary alkyl group is more electron releasing than secondary alkyl group, more electron releasing than primary alkyl group, than methyl alkyl group. Now we are going to discuss in this class the application of inductive, where inductive effect has explained the chemical reaction. This. So the inductive effect, so we'll come to the application of inductive effect. In which reactions, where are the positions this is applied? So applications, the inductive effects finds its wide application in explaining one, acid strength and basic strength of acids and bases respectively. That is, acetic acid is less acidic than formic acid, or formic acid is more acidic than acetic acid. Formic acid HCOH. Acetic acid is CH3COH. What the difference? CH3. What is CH3? Is an electron releasing group. Then what it must be causing? Plus I effect. So the answer comes, a student, if an entrance question comes, the acetic acid is less acidic than formic acid due to plus I effect, minus I effect, both plus I effect, minus I effect, none of the above. The answer is plus I effect. Why? Now CH3 group is the difference. CH3 group is an electron releasing group. Electron releasing group causes plus I effect. See how nicely you are putting the answer. Or primary amine is more basic than ammonia. Methylamine is more basic than ammonia. Write the structure of ammonia, NH3. Write the structure of methylamine, CH3, NH2. What is the difference? CH3 group. What is the difference? CH3 group. What is CH3 group? Electron releasing group. What it does? Plus I effect. So because of plus I effect, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. Very nicely you could explain this. Not necessary to remember, not necessary to mug up this. So this is the system. This then comes the stability of molecules or reaction intermediates. Reaction intermediates. So there are same type of compound. There are same type of compound. Are the same. We have reaction into carbonium as a reaction intermediate. We have three types of carbonium ion: primary carbonium ion, secondary carbonium ion, tertiary carbonium ion. Then which carbonium ion is more stable? 3 degree. Carbonium is what? C plus primary, one alkyl group. Then you will come to secondary, 2 alkyl groups, C plus, 3 alkyl groups, C plus 3 R. What are the R? Electron releasing group. What they cause? Plus I effect. So plus I effect is once in primary alkyl group, primary carbonium ion. Plus I effect is in twice in secondary carbonium ion. Plus I effect is twice in the tertiary carbonium ion. Hence, so tertiary carbonium ion is more stable than secondary carbonium ion is more stable than primary carbonium ion. Or primary carbonium ion is more reactive than secondary carbonium ion is more reactive than tertiary carbonium ion. You can explain. Reactivity of compounds of a class of organic compound. For example, you have formaldehyde, HCOH, formaldehyde, CH3COH, acetaldehyde. Formaldehyde undergoes addition reaction. What is formaldehyde? HCOH, formaldehyde, and CH3COH, acetaldehyde. Both undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. But formaldehyde is more reactive than acetaldehyde. So far the nucleophilic addition reaction is constant. Addition reaction is constant. So then what is the difference? See the difference? CH3 group. What the CH3 group will does? The releasing electron. What is that? Plus I effect. And here is no alkyl group. So no plus I effect. So because of inductive plus I effect, the acetaldehyde, the formaldehyde is more reactive than acetaldehyde. By inductive, you can explain this. Very nicely you can account for what's going on in a compound, we can explain. Then dipole moment. In entrance exams, we will be giving questions. Dipole moment of compounds, of molecules. So molecules are given, and he has given only molecules, and he said the arrangement, the molecules can be arranged in the increasing order of dipole moment is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 arrangements he will give. So means what? Dipole moment is what? The charge into distance. So you find out the charge which will have more charge, positive charge or negative charge than the other, because of plus I effect or minus I effect. So you can explain the dipole moment of the molecules. So these are the 4 major applications. So when you understand inductive effect, conceive it properly, when you go to compound, this I will be explaining when we will be reading these organic class. We will discuss soon after this class. We are going to start alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, derivatives of carboxylic acids, benzene, then phenol, aryl halide, benzaldehyde, aniline, benzene diazonium chloride. All this I will serially discuss to you. So there I will be applying this inductive effect and explaining you this. So for just 1 or 2 explanations I am giving you to explain you how this is finding, so that you will be interested in an inductive effect, and so that whenever you will come to the different class of organic compounds, we will be discussing there you can say. For example, reactivity of alcohol. 3 degree alcohol is more reactive than 1 degree alcohol is more reactive than 2 degree, 1 degree, involving the OH group. Involving the OH group. 3 degree alcohol, this what? ROH is alcohol. ROH, if this forms RX. So this alcohol forms alkyl halide, say. Alkyl halide. It reacts with what? It reacts with HX to form the alkyl halide, RX. So what is the order of reactivity? Tertiary butyl alcohol is more reactive than secondary butyl alcohol is more reactive than secondary butyl than primary butyl alcohol. Can I explain this? Or tertiary alcohol is more reactive than secondary alcohol is more reactive than tertiary alcohol in the reactions involving replacement of OH group. What is the difference? In primary alcohol you have 1 R, in secondary alcohol you have 2 R's, in tertiary alcohol you have 3 R's. What are the R's? Electron releasing groups. What they do? Plus I effect. So because of plus I effect, you can say now the tertiary alcohol is more reactive than secondary alcohol is more reactive than primary alcohol in the reactions involving replacement of OH group. So once you study, your mind accepts what is plus I effect, what is minus I effect, what is the permanent polarization of electron clouds, how the polarity is induced into the molecule. Once this concept is clear, it will be very easy for us to explain these factors. Now let me take one simple example I am giving you, so where you can understand this and you will develop interest in this studying the inductive effect. So if I go on discussing, it will take 20 or 30 classes for explaining all the applications. Just one simple application I am going to give you here. Ammonia question comes in the exam for a second year student. For a 11th class student, this question is there, and 12th class student also, this question is there. In 12th class, you have amines, and in 11th class, you have inductive effect. So both this class, these classes which I am taking, they are more useful both for 11th class and for 12th class. So I will give the question now here. Methylamine, the question comes, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. This question comes to you. Methylamine is more basic than ammonia. What is methylamine? CH3NH2. This CH3NH2 is methylamine, and what is ammonia? Ammonia is ammonia. So ammonia is a base. This base. This is also base. But so far basicity is concerned, the basic strength is concerned, the basic strength of this is this. So if you measure the basic strength of this Kb, this dissociation constant of ammonia comes to 0.4 in 10 to the power minus 5. Wherever if you come to this 4.2, so here the Kb comes to 4.2 in 10 to the power minus 5. So it is higher, it is almost 10 times higher than that of the ammonia. This is what is the change? Now CH3 group. What is CH3 group? An electron releasing group. What the releasing group will do? The plus I effect. So because of plus I effect, you can say methylamine is more basic than ammonia. Because of, now we will explain this. Suppose the question comes for 3 marks, the question will come, explain with reasons, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. So let's say what is a base? Ammonia is a base. What is a base? Those compounds which can accept a proton or donate a pair of electron are bases. Bases are the compounds which can accept a proton or donate a pair of electron, or you can say donate a pair of electron and accept a proton or bases. Now ammonia is a base. Why? The electronegativity of nitrogen is 3, that of hydrogen is 2.1. So drift of electron takes place towards nitrogen atom. Hence nitrogen atom gets delta negative charge. All these hydrogen atoms, they get delta positive charge. So there is a negative electron density at nitrogen atom. So that means the ammonia of nitrogen has its lone pair of electron in its non-bonding orbital. In its non-bonding orbital, it has a lone pair of electron. So there is a negative charge with nitrogen and a pair of electron with nitrogen. So this nitrogen can attract H+. So those which attract and accept a proton are bases. Ammonia has a delta negative charge, nitrogen atom of ammonia has a delta negative charge and a lone pair of electron in the non-bonding orbital, hence donates this lone pair of electron to H+ proton and accept the proton to form what? To form ammonium ion. It forms ammonium ion. By donating this pair of electron, it forms ammonium ion. Now it will not be, so this is result. So hence ammonia is basic. Now we will explain primary amine, methylamine is more basic than ammonia. Then what we have to say? We have to say here the nitrogen atom of methylamine has more electron density because both have pair of electron. Here nitrogen atom has a pair of electron, here this nitrogen atom has a pair of electron. So pair of electron is equal to both. But then what must be primary amine? Methylamine, it must be having more negative charge at the seat of nitrogen than that of ammonia. If we come to the methylamine, this methyl group is an electron releasing group. Methyl group is an electron releasing group. So here is a pair of electron and there is a negative displacement of electron. Since this is a electron releasing group, so because of plus I effect, here was a negative charge, and because of plus I effect, there is another negative charge. So we will have delta negative charge because of nitrogen atom and lone pair of electron, and because of methyl group is a electron releasing group. So this is because of plus I effect, the negative charge density at the seat of nitrogen atom of methylamine is more than that of the nitrogen atom of ammonia. Hence methylamine can attract and accept a proton more easily than ammonia does. So if you take to this CH3 CnHH, so this H will donate the pair of electron to H+ like this and can accept the pair of electron, donate the pair of electron, accept to form methyl ammonium ion. This ammonium ion and methyl group is there, methyl ammonium ion, and it is formed. Now both are this neutralized basic character, so this is the way you can explain. Question may be there for a student of second year but 12th class that dimethylamine is more basic than methylamine. Next question may comes, dimethylamine is more basic than methylamine. Same thing I can explain here. This is methylamine, this methylamine, and this dimethylamine. This dimethylamine is more basic than methylamine. This dimethylamine is more basic than methylamine. So in dimethylamine, what is the difference? If you just to compare, here is CH3 group, here is CH3 group, and there is another more CH3 group. What is CH3 group? CH3 group is electron releasing. It is more electron releasing than hydrogen. You will use this sentence. In dimethylamine, the nitrogen atom is bonded to two methyl groups. So the methyl group is more electron releasing than a hydrogen. Why? The hydrogen is also releasing electron. Hydrogen also releasing electron. So this methyl group is an electron releasing group. Is an electron releasing group. So is more electron releasing than the hydrogen atom. Hence, because of there are what? Two I. So here it was a negative charge. Now you will have two delta negative charges. You will have. So this can accept, this can attract the H plus ion more easily than methylamine does. If you measure its basic strength, its basic dissociation constant comes to 6 into 10 to the power minus 5. So in ammonia, it was 0.4 in 10 to the power minus 5. In this, it is 4.2 10 to the power minus 5. And here, it is 6 into 10 to the power minus 5. So larger the basic dissociation constant of base, stronger is the base. Stronger is the base. So you see one example I gave you how it explains acid strength and basic strength of the molecule. Now I'll give another example here, that reactivity. The students of 12th class, you might have read now, formaldehyde and acetaldehyde. Aldehydes undergo nucleophilic addition reaction. So here I am going to explain, question you, between formaldehyde and acetaldehyde, which is more reactive. So the order of reactivity, if you come to the carbonyl compounds, we have 3 carbonyl compounds. If you come to 3 carbonyl compounds, we have formaldehyde. Next question, the order of reactivity of formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone. It explains the order of reactivity. So this also explains order of reactivity. For nucleophilic addition reaction, acetone less reactive than acetaldehyde. Now we have discussed the acid strength and basic strength. Now we will come to another example on order of reactivity. Carbonyl compounds, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, acetone, all are carbonyl compounds. So then acetone is less reactive than acetaldehyde is less reactive than formaldehyde. Or we can say formaldehyde is more reactive than acetaldehyde, or the reverse. If you come to the order of reactivity, acetone is less than acetaldehyde, less than formaldehyde, or formaldehyde HCHO is more reactive than acetaldehyde is more reactive than acetone. Why? Now all are carbon. What is this? Formaldehyde. C double bond O, H and H. This is formaldehyde. If you come to acetaldehyde, CS3 HCO. If you come to acetone, there is CS3CO. All are carbonyl compounds. So this is the 3 which is more reactive, and why? Now if you come to so there is a displacement of electron pairs. Oxygen atom is delta negative, carbon atom is delta positive. Here also the same thing happens, it goes to delta negative and this delta positive, and this goes to delta negative and delta positive. So the carbon atom has a positive charge, so it will attract a nucleophile. It will attract a nucleophile, this will attract a nucleophile, this will attract a nucleophile. But when you come to formaldehyde, there is a more positive charge is more. Plus when you come to acetaldehyde, CS3 group, what it does? This is electron releasing group. So if you compare between formaldehyde and acetaldehyde, HCO, if you compare, here is a delta negative charge, a delta positive charge and delta negative charge. So this attracts a nucleophile more easily. But if you come to acetaldehyde, there is CH3HO. So this is a positive charge here, there is a negative charge here because of this displacement of electron. So now it will attract a nucleophile, this will also attract a nucleophile. But in acetaldehyde, this CH3 group. What is CH3 group? It is electron releasing group. What it does? This causes plus I effect, releases electron. So the positive charge on carbon atom of acetaldehyde is less than that of formaldehyde. Less than that of formaldehyde. So the formaldehyde can attract the nucleophile more easily towards it than acetaldehyde. So the nucleophilic addition reaction in formaldehyde is more easier than acetaldehyde. If we come to acetone, this is acetone, CH3CO, this is acetone. So here is a delta negative charge, here is delta positive charge. So the carbon atom of the carbonyl group is bonded to two methyl groups which are electron releasing in nature. So this here has a plus I effect and this has a plus I effect. Due to this methyl group will have a plus I effect and this methyl group is plus I effect. So the positive charge will be what? Positive charge is there minus 2 delta positive you will have here. 2 delta, twice decrease this will. So here delta positive decrease of 1. So here delta positive charge and you will have the decrease of 1 positive charge and here no. So the positive charge density at formaldehyde, carbon atom of formaldehyde is more than that of acetaldehyde, is more than that of acetone. Hence formaldehyde will attract the nucleophile more easily than acetaldehyde, than acetone. That you can explain. You see children, if you understand what is inductive effect, if you understand with plus I effect, minus I effect, such things can be very, very easy for you to explain. Now if you come to stability of reaction intermediates, carbonium ion is a we are going to study next class what is carbonium ion, what is carbanion ion, what is free radical, I will be discussing to you. So there I am going to give a question here, the order of stability of carbonium ion is 3 degree more stable than 2 degree more stable than 1 degree. So this is what is carbonium ion? When the carbon atom has a positive charge, it is called carbonium ion. So what is primary carbonium ion? This is RHH. This is primary 1 degree carbonium ion. Then what is secondary carbonium ion? When 2 alkyl groups are there and it is a secondary carbonium ion. And tertiary carbonium ion, you have 3 alkyl groups are there is a tertiary carbonium ion. Tertiary carbonium ion. So it is reactive because of what? Positive charge. The carbonium ion is reactive because of the positive charge. If the positive charge is more, that is more reactive. If the positive charge is less, that is more stable. More stable. So now if you come to here 1 alkyl group, so 1 plus I effect. So positive charge will decrease once. So here has a positive charge, so there will be minus delta positive. There will be minus delta, so there will be negative charge will go. So there will be what is happening here? You have a delta positive charge here, 1 degree carbon atom. Positive charge will decrease once. So when you come to this one, here there are 2 alkyl groups. So this will cause plus I effect, this will cause plus I effect. So the positive charge will decrease twice. If you come to tertiary carbonyl ion, here the positive charge will decrease thrice. So the charge density at the tertiary carbonyl ion is less than that of secondary carbonyl ion, is less that of primary carbonyl ion. So hence primary carbonyl ion is more reactive than secondary carbonyl ion, is more reactive than tertiary carbonyl. Or in the reverse, the tertiary carbonyl ion is more stable than secondary carbonyl ion than primary carbonyl ion. So children, you are studying alcohol, you are studying alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide. You have primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. So when you study the properties of the reaction mechanism of alcohol and the alkyl halide, this concept of inductive effect will be very easy for you to understand, and once you understand, there you need not remember. So that the reason I told you, my children, there is nothing to remember in this world. If you remember, you will forget, but if you once understand, you will never forget. No question of forgetting, because after understanding, there is no misunderstanding. So we will going on each class, I will try to impose upon you the concept. I will make a clear understanding to you, the reason behind it. We will go from the fundamental principle of the chemistry, and will apply everywhere. It may take time to study one class, you may study less, but once you study one class properly, then all other classes are not necessary for you. So I wish you all best. So wait for our next class. So in our next class, we will be discussing about the order of reactivity of other compounds depending upon the electromagnetic effect and resonance. So you can subscribe our channel, and then when the course will come for electromagnetic effect and resonance, you can easily, it will appear on your chart. You can easily get them and try to understand. If you have any difficulty, you can write in the comment box. I will go to the comment box and answer your questions also. Thank you so much for subscribing and following and liking our channel.